Comparing and ordering is our second pre-mathematical skill. In Montessori preschools, children do a lot of ordering of objects according to different quantities. But with little children, even in normal preschool, you can start by first comparing two objects. These are cuisinary sticks, colored sticks of length 1 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and so on. You can show children two sticks and ask which of these is longer. Children most probably tell you that this is the longer stick, yes. Then this is the shorter stick. And let's put them in this order, shorter to the left and longer to the right. Then take a third stick. Where does this go in this comparison? Is it shorter than these two, or taller than them, longer than them, or they're between? And it seems that this is smaller than the others. This way you can take more and more objects and do the ordering of all the sticks. This may be the smallest. When you arrange the sticks in an increasing order, in increasing length from left to right, when children do this, they get two kinds of experiences. They first of all learn to focus one aspect of the sticks only. The sticks are of different color, they look fascinating. But now in this activity you have to look at the length of the sticks. So children learn to focus on one aspect of the object at a time. And in this case, that aspect is the length. Actually, when focusing on that one aspect, children get an experience of the quantity length. But these ordering activities are also important for the development of the number concept. Some researchers say that children can understand the conservation of number principle only after they master the ordinal and cardinal aspects of natural numbers. This is a Russian toy called Matushka doll. It has many children. You can order the dolls in an increasing volume. When you order objects, always start from the smallest and put the smallest to the left and continue from left to right. Here these Matushka dolls are in an order of increasing volume. This is a very special tool because you can put the smallest inside the next smallest, the next smallest inside to the following, and so on. Here it becomes really concrete that what is volume. The smaller doll in volume actually goes inside the bigger in volume. The same can be done with boxes, just normal boxes you can get from shops to carry your food back home with. This is the Russian Matushka doll. You can order many kinds of different things. Inside these matchboxes there are weights, there are coins or some other metallic objects, and you can try. This seems to be very light. This is heavier. This is the second lightest. Okay. This is lighter than this is heavier than this one, and this is the heaviest. And that way I can get an experience of the quantity weight. Third pre-mathematical skill is observing and observing chains. Some science education researchers say that for very little children the most important goal is that they learn to observe. That is a basis for then noticing phenomena in nature and in experiments. They first have to learn to observe. A lovely exercise for this is that you take your children out, sitting on the grass in a place where the sun is shining. Ask the children to close their eyes and first listen what they hear. And after a while, let the children describe what they heard. There might be a car driving in the distance, there might be a bird singing, there might be other voices that you can hear. After hearing you and discussing the things you heard, you can ask the children close their eyes again, and you can ask them to smell. Try, what do they smell? Very often outside the grass smells, there might be smoke coming from somewhere. Let the children try smelling and then tell what they have been smelling. After smelling exercise, ask the children again close their eyes and try to describe what they feel. If the sun is shining, they may feel the warmth of the radiation from the sun. They may feel a wind blowing on their face. They might feel a stick sticking on their foot, and so on. Let them describe. And the last phase is that you ask children to look what they can see and let them explain what they felt. This way you can practice using the different senses. Another activity where you practice observing is that you are with the children in the yard, schoolyard, or inside the class. You ask them, children, to look very carefully around the room or the yard, whatever they notice there. Then you ask the children to close their eyes, and then you ask questions. What color is the door in this room? How many cars are there in this yard? And when children answer, eyes closed, but when everyone has had their chance to answer, the children open their eyes and check. This way you can practice observing. An important skill is also to be able to observe chains. This can be started, for example, like the teacher modeling. Please have a look very carefully at me. Okay, then close your eyes and look at me again. What did change? Okay, right, I took off my spectacles. So This is really fun with children. Children can also do the performance, and you can start observing chains. A very lovely game for learning to observe chains is the so-called KIM game. K-I-M game. In that game you have a collection of objects which you ask children to study carefully. When you have given time for children to observe what objects there are and in which positions, then you ask the children to close their eyes. Please close your eyes. Now you can open your eyes. Some chains happened, and children have to tell what was the chains. What was the chains, by the way? That's right, I took away the pen from this group of objects. It may be that objects are removed, or objects are added, or objects switch places. Let's try another time. Please close your eyes. Now you can open your eyes. What did change? Okay, yes, it was the teddy bear and the golf switching places.